What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Shades Tube. Happy and blessed Friday. Today is September the 8th, 2023. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before we tune in, guys, let me go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, will be in my comment area, and is scrolling across the screen. All right, guys, if you like what you're hearing in this video, you can thumbs up this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Thanks for everybody who watches us in the replay. And we're going to get started with this live. All right. I hope you guys are doing good today too. And I hope your day is going good as well. Okay, so I'm going to try to cover this entire story regarding homeless people. One in particular. I don't have that much time today, but I'm going to try to go ahead and do this story real quick, okay? And I'm going to try to give you a couple of breaking news. I don't know how many I'll be able to give you, if any, but the main thing is getting this topic covered because it is a very important issue with the homelessness that we do have, throughout the USA, as well as particularly here in Southern California. There are a lot of people homeless. I mean, you see homeless people, especially like when you go to like LA, you see a lot of homeless people in LA, in the downtown area, around North Hollywood, just all those different areas. I even see some out here where I live at. So the homelessness problem is a big issue for the United States of America, as well as for the state of California. So today, I just want to let you guys know, even if, you know somebody that's homeless, or like a family member or somebody like that, or if you ever get in that position where you find yourself homeless, you don't have to give up, okay? You can see homeless people all the time outside, and you can tell that a lot of them do give up, but, some don't. And they keep on trying and trying and trying until they reach their goal, and they end up, getting a place, finding a job, and just, doing better. And so today I'm going to tell you a story about this dude who basically was homeless, and he was living in a tent under a bridge for 2 years, and how he turned his life around and, got everything together. However, he did say he would not wish that on anyone, to become homeless, because as you can see, a lot of homeless people be going through a lot of issues. Some get on drugs, some get on alcohol, just to cope with being outside, when it's excessively hot, when it's excessively cold, and just being outside in general. Because, I always try to help the homeless people and everything, but you can't give them enough money, not one person and everything. But you see them all outside, like here, you'll see homeless people like out here where I live at, because I live in a suburban city, but you'll see a couple homeless people. I see about 20 or so. And like this, sometimes like when I be in this plaza, like when it started getting late, like around 9 or 8, what they do is they'll take their little blankets or whatever the case is, and they make it like a little cot area right behind the stores, okay? Or just make that cot, right there in the front of the store. I know it was this lady that I used to always see. I think she was African. I think she is African. And she would always come to Aberson and sit on the little bench there, but she had all her stuff with her and everything. And then she would go in that bathroom and wash up and stuff like that. So these are the type of things you go through when you are homeless. You go through so many different things. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine a female out there being homeless, and then she has to deal with a menses, and things like that. So it's really tough being homeless, trying to find something to eat. Then you got to ask people, for money, hold up signs and all this other type of stuff, digging in garbage cans, picking up bottles to make money and stuff, just all types of things. And then like if you ever come out here to Southern California, you can see like certain areas where it would be like a whole bunch of them, like in tents, living underneath the bridge, just like this dude, and just have everything in that tent. So I can imagine what it feels like, because like when it's excessively cold outside, you're cold. I don't care how many blankets you have or whatever you have out there, it's still not like being in a home, in the bed. Or in the summertime when it's like 100 degrees and 90, no fan. I mean, you can buy battery operated fans, but still, it's not the same as being in central air or even in your house with a fan on or whatever the case is. So they do have a lot of things they go through, healthcare, getting food every day, all day, taking a shower, using the bathroom, just wanting some peace, privacy, and all these type of things. So homelessness is just not easy to do. I don't care how people try to dress it up and everything. And a lot of people don't ask to be homeless. They're just get in that situation, which anybody can, because you can lose your job or whatever the case is, right, and end up getting into that situation, or you can just go through some type of medical crisis and you can't work, you don't have no long-term or short-term disability or anything else, and you end up losing your home or getting put out from a rental or whatever the case is, and you may not have nobody to help you or whatever the case is, you can become homeless too. So that's why I tell people never to frown upon them and put your head down, things like that. No, because you never know what may happen to you or a loved one in the future. So let me go ahead and tell you guys about this story about this one individual who became homeless and what he had to do. Anyway, hold on for a second, y'all. This guy says he lived in a tent under a bridge for 2 years, but he managed to turn his life around. But he said he definitely wouldn't wish this on anyone. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about him. So this is him right here, and he was actually on the news talking about his situation, okay? So this is him right here. Okay. Okay, so Michael Jeffrey ended up homeless in Washington, D.C., y'all. Actually, he ended up homeless during the pandemic after moving to the city from Texas, where he lost his job. Just like I said, a lot of people become homeless, losing their jobs and stuff, and probably especially during the CV outbreak and all that type of stuff. Anyway, let's see. This is another picture of him right here, a clearer picture, closer up. Okay, so when he moved to Washington, D.C. from Texas, I guess he can get a place because he had lost his job, probably ran out of money or whatever the case is. Because even if you take like $1,000 or 2,000, you would be surprised how quick you can use that up, especially if you have to stay in hotels, eat every day. You stay in the hotels because you're trying to find another place. You're trying to find a place to live. So you can easily go through $2,000 very quickly, okay? Anyway, he eventually settled in a tent under a bridge in the Navy Yard neighborhood, WRC reported. He said, "I didn't want to be stuck out here," Jeffrey told the outlet. "I don't wish this on anybody." At the time, he was looking for a leg up, not a handout. "A lot of people in this situation is just like me. We want better. We want more," Jeffrey said. "We don't want pity. That's why last year he began attending classes at the Goodwill Excel Center, a free high school for adults. After a year of studying while living out of his tent, Jeffrey graduated from the program last month with valedictorian honors, WTOP reported. Now he's moved into his own apartment and is enrolled at DC's Catholic University for the fall semester. A lot of people don't get that second chance, and Goodwill allowed that second chance for me, Jeffrey said. "I appreciate that." Once he's done with college, Jeffrey hopes to attend law school and become an attorney. The recent graduate came to DC from his native Texas on a whim after watching the January 6th attacks on TV. He slept on a rock until he was able to find a tent. Can you imagine sleeping on a rock? Without a job or anything to do during the day, Jeffrey was able to completely dedicate himself to his studies. Goodwill's program usually take 2 years, but he completed it in one. "At first, it was all about the money. Now I just want to gain knowledge," Jeffrey said during his speech at his graduation ceremony. I have been at peace when I'm chasing knowledge instead of chasing money. So the thing about it, Jeffrey's story is a good story because he did not, let his situation take him down, start relying on drugs and alcohol, to try to take some of the pain away. He actually, kept focused, even though he had to sleep on a rock at first until he got a tent, and then he had to sleep underneath a bridge in a tent. He didn't let that bother him to the point where he didn't try to, do something so he can get out of there. You know what I'm saying? He did not go run to drugs or alcohol, or he said he didn't even want to panhandle. So what Jeffrey did, he got involved in that program, okay, and he decided to go back to school to get his, high school diploma, I believe, and he graduated with honors, okay, and now he's probably already in college right now, okay, and so I guess in that program they may be giving them money or something like that too, or either he was able to get a job and save for an apartment. See, he didn't forget about his goals. As a matter of fact, he made goals. He made goals so he can get up out of that tent and get into an apartment. I don't know where his apartment is or anything like that, but as long as you get out of that apartment in a decent neighborhood, it's cool. And so that's what he did. He focused. He kept his focus. He was dedicated, and he did what he needed to do to get up out of that homelessness situation. And he found a job. Okay, he found a job. So that's why it's very important. If you are in that situation where you're homeless, you have to stop. You have to not get on drugs or become like a drunk or anything. Because once you start doing that, it's just going to make your chances, it's going to decrease your chances of getting up out of that situation. Because no one is going to hire somebody that's strung out on alcohol or drugs. So even if you are homeless outside and you're living in a tent, or you're going from home to home because you have a place to live, you still have to have goals. You still have to stay dedicated and focused and know what you want to do, okay? And have a deadline to when you think it should be done. In Jeffrey's case, because he's so young, he went back to school, got his high school diploma through a class for grown-ups. He got good grades, graduated with honors, and then he said he's going to college, okay? So he can become a lawyer. And when he finished graduating out of high school, he also got a job. And I'm pretty sure the job is the reason why he was able to get up off the street and move into an apartment. We cannot give up because you're going through situations or because you're homeless. I remember when I was roommating with this girl in Atlanta, and this little dingbat girl was cool at first. That's why I don't like roommates. She went out and bought herself a brand new car. And the thing about it, that's cool. But what she did is she bought herself a brand new car with her rent money. And she did not have her half. So she thought I was going to pay the entire rent. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I took my money and I went to find me an apartment. And I put down on it. So when she got herself evicted, she had to go back home to her mommy and daddy. I went to my new place. I had to put my stuff in storage because at that time, it's just like now, if you move in early, you have to pay a prorated rent. And at that time, I did not have that prorated amount. So at that time, I was teaching. So I asked one of my friends who was a teacher, can I stay with her until the first? It was like 2 weeks. And she said, yeah. And I gave her a little something and she let me do it. And then on the first, I moved into my apartment without paying extra money. And so Teresa, who was my ex-roommate, she got mad at me because she thought I was going to let her come and move with me and things like that. I was like, no, I went to get my stuff out of storage, left her stuff there like I should have done, and I moved into my place. Because the thing about it, I'm not going to let a person have me outside homeless and bring me down. Okay, I'm going to stay focused, dedicated, know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you are homeless, you stay focused, dedicated. Don't be dependent on alcohol and drugs to get you through it, because all that's going to do is mess you up more. And try to find a job, because as long as you stay drug free, alcohol free, try not to be getting incarcerated, you will probably get a job. It may not be the job that you want, but it can be a job where you can put your feet in the door, and then you can use that job while you look for something else that you like. And you can also save money, get yourself up out of that situation. Also, you can check out different programs that can assist you, especially if you are a woman. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of programs out there that can assist you in finding a place and helping you move. If you're homeless, you should not give up. Sometimes you don't even need to listen to other homeless people. You need to go out there and try to find people who are not homeless so they can give you the motivation, the push, the want to keep on going versus staying there. You got to give into this situation. You got to go get drugs and get high with them and drunk with them because they're trying to escape from everything, but they're not escaping. They're just masking the problem. And once the alcohol and drugs wear off, that problem is still there and you're still homeless and you still don't know what you're going to do. So you have to do like Jeffrey. You have to have a plan. You have to be focused, dedicated, learn about different things in your city and state. Okay. That's why you got to keep your mind straight. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it straight because if you don't have it straight, you're not going to be able to do anything. But every day I see homeless people outside. Some of them are the same people. It's one in particular that's homeless. He's been homeless for at least, I don't know, for a long time. Okay, for a long time. And I'm just trying to figure out why is he accepting being out on the street. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't look like he's on drugs or anything. I just don't know why. And then I hear some people say they like being outside. Okay, get a place to live, and then you can go outside and camp sometime in your yard because you can't tell me you're happy outside. The elements coming on you, you really don't have any privacy. If you're living underneath the bridge, anytime they can tell you to move. You don't know who may come and steal your stuff because it's in a tent. You know what I'm saying? You can lock it up, but they can break into it. They can just cut the tent. You get into different altercations, just all types of weird stuff. I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot of like diseases running rampant in these areas. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people don't go to the hospital, then you sleeping with each other and stuff. It's just a lot of stuff. So this is why I would not want to be in that position. And if you are in that position, you need to stay focused and dedicated to figure out what you need to do to get out of it. And if you have children and you're out there homeless, you definitely need to be focusing. Okay, and I know those little houses that you go to and stuff. You know how they like homeless people, like at I guess 9 or 10 o'clock, they can go sleep in those. I hear a lot of homeless women saying those places are not safe. Even some men that I have met and I talked to that were homeless. And like I said, in the future, I'm gonna try to see if I can talk to a homeless person and put him or her on video and let them explain to you what they have to go through. I'm gonna pay them too, so I got to get all that situated. I have to make sure I pick a sane person that don't mind being on camera because I do not want to exploit someone for no YouTube views. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna do this just to let you know that some of these people out here are actually regular people. That something just happened. Everybody who is homeless is not on drugs and trying to rob you and do weird things. You know what I'm saying? Now some are, okay, but not all of them. Some just need a helping hand, somebody to take time, even if they can't help with money, just to sit down and talk and tell them about some resources that you may know about. Because sometimes they don't know. Because you got a lot of homeless people that come from a whole nother city or state, especially out in Cali. I don't know why they do this, okay, but they come out here. You know what I'm saying? And then they add to the homeless people we already have here. But I don't know. They come out here. I don't know why. I don't know, because I guess Southern California have like areas too where you can live in your car and things like that. Because I've seen it. That's kind of better than being out on the street, but still, you don't really want to have to live in your car either. You know what I'm saying? Or inside of the RV thing could be okay, but that car type stuff, you still be uncomfortable. But it is better than being outside on the street. Like when I went to Skid Row, which I still want to do a video down there. It was a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. I saw normal people. I saw people that looked like they was just out of their mind. One homeless guy was actually telling my ex that we were going the wrong way, but I didn't know what he was talking about. And I'm thinking he asking us, do we want to buy drugs and stuff? And thank God that the light was on red, that everybody stopped because he was actually warning us. And that's why I say you cannot look at every person that's homeless in a bad manner because I did that. And if that light would have been on green, we could have got hurt. So you cannot look at every homeless person like that. Yeah, some you have to because they do look at a hot mess, but for the most part, a lot of them you don't. They just lost their jobs, or some did get on drugs and stuff, and spend all their money on drugs versus paying. They ran a mortgage, and they end up losing and being out on the street. And it's a shame that more programs are not made for homeless people. You know what I'm saying? To get them out that situation, even if they are on drugs or mentally ill. Just like you have a lot of them mentally ill. I was talking to one the other day that was out of his mind. And honestly, I didn't know it until I gave him the money and I started talking to him. And then he started talking about, do I know anything about Mexico? I really didn't know that much. And I told him I did, I should. Then he started talking weird stuff. And so I just played it off and told him, go ahead and get him something to eat and blessing and whatever else I said to him. And I got in my car. But you have a lot of homeless people that are like straight up crazy. That's no lie. You know what I'm saying? However, you may want to avoid those type if you see them and you can tell, and try to talk to the ones you think that thinks correctly, and you can actually talk to them and help them or whatever the case it is. That's what I try to do. But every now and then I'll pick an absolutely crazy ass person. Hey, Brown Sweet, thank you for coming in. Let me see what you said. Well, he said, I watch blogs where people live out of their car because they travel or they are saving up. Some had some bad encounters, break-ins, not allowed to park. Yeah, right, right. A lot of people do that too. They live in their car because they travel and saving up. But the thing about it is, sometimes I ask myself, why do people come to another city and state and don't really have enough funds and thinking that something magical is going to happen? I just don't understand why some people do certain things, but we would never know because we're not them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not the same. So people do stuff, based on what they think they should do. All I know is that we as people, when we see people that are homeless, especially people we know that are homeless for sure, I just feel like we should help them get something to eat if we can't do anything else, you know? I mean, I have asked people just because, I mean, they didn't say nothing to me. And I have seen them like going into the garbage. And I'd be like, you trying to get food? You're hungry? And I mean, I don't ask them, what did I say to the dude? I asked him, I just told him he don't have to go in the garbage because you're going to catch a disease or something. And I told him I'd give him some money to get him something to eat. And I gave him some money so he can buy him a good meal and stuff. And he thanked me and stuff. It's like I caught so many homeless people going into the garbage. It's ridiculous. Like even out in San Diego, Oceanside, I saw, this was a couple years ago, and this dude was getting food out of the garbage can. I'm at the restaurant, and I sent my daughter in the restaurant with $100, right? And at that time, of course, they let her cash it in, after we got our food. So I'm telling her to get a man $20. This chick goes outside and give the man all of my change from the $100. So he definitely got at least, let me see, $70. And then she come bringing me nothing back. Right? I'm like, where's my change? She said she gave it all to the homeless person because I told her to. I said, no, what I told you is give him $20 out of the money and bring me back my change. And she was like, she'll go back and get it from him. I said, no, you can go back and get anything. You already gave it to him. That don't work. Once you give somebody something, it's theirs. I said, that's okay, because he can, I'm pretty sure he can use it. He can probably go get a hotel, especially if somebody else gave him some money and get something to eat. So that was a daggone true because that was actually for my bill, but that's okay because I end up getting the money, back and stuff. But it was just funny when I think about it, later down in the later on when I thought about it, and I was laughing about it and stuff. That's why now I just make sure I get them like $20 or whatever the case is and tell them to go give that to the homeless person. But we do need to try to help these people whenever we can, even when we can't, because if you think about it, if you're going to a restaurant yourself, buying food that you could have cooked at home and ate, which is healthier, that same restaurant money you use, you can probably give them that or give them some of that. Or when you're going out shopping and buying stuff that you really basically probably don't need, think about that them too. Because like, again, you never know. You just never know. You may become like this, or you can be in your own home and be somewhat like without of things. Because there are a lot of people living in the homes and apartments. They don't have no money to buy anything to eat. They can barely pay their bills. They just have a place to live. They're basically like homeless too. Okay. And I know that because like back in Atlanta, we used to struggle so much with this dude in those trucking jobs. And I'm telling you, sometimes we would get down to the bare minimum, messing around with those jobs with him and stuff. So I know how it feels when you don't have anything barely to eat at home, or you're in the threat of stuff being turned off and you don't want to do anything illegal to get things straight, okay? Or immoral, to get things situated. So you'd be like, damn, what can I do? And you have to stay focused. You have to stay dedicated to whatever you think you should do, and you have to check out resources. Knowledge is power. People who do not have knowledge or seek knowledge, this is why so many people be messed up. Let me tell you a certain situation that happened to me. So I told you guys the job that David took last year was a scam. And when I tell you it was a scam, I mean it was a scam because his gross would be 8,000, $9,000, and all he would see per week is $100, $200, $300, $400, 5, sometimes 8 and 9, but we can still function off of that, and then plus it's still a ripoff because how are you going to make $8,000, right? And you only see $800. And I can't believe he continued to stay with this company so long, for 2 months, which really drained us. Okay. If I did not know about different resources and things like that to use, we would have been messed up. Plus, I had my own resources. That's a good thing to always have your own little stuff. Like, I don't care. A little money is better than nothing. A little things you may have, like credit cards, is better than nothing. All of that stuff right there helped me get out of that situation that we could have been in, or like the situations that we were put into when we lived in ATL. Once I met him and stuff, because I wasn't in no situation before, but I'm just saying, okay, but let me stop y'all. But for real, I wasn't. But um, those, if it wasn't for those resources and me knowing about these resources, could have been messed up. Let me give you another example. Okay, so he just now got his signed on to hopefully a better company, because the other company he signed on to after this, he ended up leaving them because they was already sound like they was a ripoff. Then the next company he signed on to, he stayed with them for a couple of months, but they also are a ripoff too, because even though he still got a paycheck, they still was taking most of his pay for every little thing. So this company he's with now seem to be okay. We'll see. But smart as I am, my ass is not gonna wait around till you get your paycheck and all this other bull crap or anything else. I'm the type of woman that, like I said, I check out things and I do what I need to do. So anyway, um, my car note, because I'm trying to pay everything else, my car note had got behind, right? That's why I don't believe in buying cars from pay here, buy here places unless you don't have no choice. Because when you buy cars from there, they can work with you a little bit, but they're not going to be like a regular dealer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy that I went to Nissan itself and got the brand new car, because with the brand new car, and then it was at Nissan Finance, Nissan Finance have different programs. That's why you got to open your mouth and talk. Okay, I told them what happened about the scam. It takes a long time to get back situated because they scammed us out of so much money. We didn't see paychecks. I don't count 200, 300 paychecks from a trucker. I don't count that as a paycheck, not even $800, unless he grossed 2,000. You know what I'm saying? That's Uber Eats money. $800, 345. That's a little bitty petty money. You can't pay nothing for real with that. Not here in Cali, you can. Maybe some other places. I mean, I can pay like the utilities, my credit cards, maybe some of the little rent or something like that, but nothing major. My car, I can pay that. But anyway, so I was taking all my money, paying other stuff in the household that he could not really cover, or either I was helping him cover certain things so we can maintain a place to live and everything else. So I paid on my car note, but it was always 2 payments behind. So I told David to call them up, because sometimes it's better when a man talk to a man, or even females, because they seem to listen to them more and better. And so he called them up. I already knew about this program, but she told me we would not be eligible for it until sometime September or October. But in reality, we was eligible for it now. So when he called them up, the customer service rep who came to the phone told him that he was eligible. We was eligible for it. So what they actually did is they took those 2 payments and put it on the back end of the loan. Okay, and then all I got to do now is pay my payment that's coming up. Okay, so that's why I say we have to stop being so prideful, stop being so dodo birdish, and find out about our resources that we have and utilize those. That's why those programs are there at certain, like usually when you get a car off a dealership or whatever case, especially like a brand new. I don't know about the used cars, but with the brand new cars, yeah, they have different things that you can do. And Nissan, I know Nissan has 2. I don't know what the second one is. I just know what that one is and stuff. So that was a good help. Now think if I was in the Twilight Zone and just like leaving everything up to David, or just crazy as hell, not thinking about anything. When you get 3 months behind on your car note, they be trying to talk about repossession. My daughter does that job. When people don't pay their car notes and they get 3 months behind, she's the one that you would talk to on the phone, and she'll be letting you know you need to pay it, or they're gonna send it to another department, and then they pick up your car. That's exactly what she does. Okay, so I already knew what the process was, so I knew that I could never get 3 payments behind. So when I told him to call them, because I couldn't get the man on the phone to do what I wanted him to do, and he called them, they did exactly. And plus, the lady on the phone told him that we was eligible for that program and stuff, and so he was able to get that. and they put the two payments on the back end, and then now it's just due for one. Now it's current, and then even in the credit bureau report, it don't say late or nothing like that. So that's why I say knowledge is key. Okay. So when you're in situations, not just homelessness, any type of situation, say for example, you can't pay your utility bills, you don't sit up there and cry about it. You figure out what you can do about it. If you can't come up with the money, you find out about the different resources to get your utilities paid, especially women with kids. Come on, it's a bunch of resources out there. Even the utility companies, at least out here in Cali, the utility companies even have programs out here. Like they got one program at the utility companies called AMP. So if your utility bill is behind, I don't care what state you're in, you can call your utility company. You can ask them about the AMP program. And how that program works is that if your bill is behind a lot, they will pay. I think one of them give you a certain amount of money to pay it. They just apply it to your bill, but you have to pay your account on time for the next 12 months. Like with the gas company, they have a program like that too. But what they do is that you have to pay it on time for the next year. And every time you pay it on time, they apply a certain amount to your balance. So you won't really owe nothing, period, except your current bills. So you have to find out about things like that. If you're sitting there crying all day, going day in a twilight zone, trying to borrow money from people that can't loan you anything, trying to work and get in, it's taking you forever because you got other bills to pay, you're going to be just sitting there in the dark or with your water off or whatever the case is. You got to look at your resources and try things. Call the utility companies themselves and ask them about the different programs they have to assist people. And this is what I'm talking about. People be in homes and be almost like they're homeless. They don't be physically homeless, but they be homeless because they can't pay their bills, they can't get food, they can't do none of these things. And it be hard. All they're doing is living in their home. So imagine a person out on the street. They don't have the safety of their home. They don't have protection from other people messing with them because they can go inside their home. They don't have heat or air because they're outside. Okay. So that's why it's very important that if you are in this situation, you don't give up. You try to find out about all the different type of resources and try to utilize those resources as best as you can. Now, some do require you to be in apartment or whatever the case is, but you have to go to the ones that will help you if you're homeless. Okay. And the main thing is staying off of drugs and alcohol and getting into violent situations out there and things like this, because they be doing the most. Some of those homeless people be doing the most and stuff. That's the main thing. And have a goal, just like Jeffrey did. Had a goal, did what he needed to do. He stayed clean, and look where he's at right now. Look where Jeffrey is right now. Now, let me read some of these comments that these people are saying about Jeffrey, who lived under a bridge for 2 years, but he managed to turn his life around. Okay. And he said he would not wish homelessness on anyone. Now, Yvonne said, this shows what determination will do. I wish you the very best and don't get discouraged. You have overcome the hardest part of your journey. The sky is the limit. Okay. And then she said she wished you the best at Catholic, university in any future things that you are trying to do. May God bless you, keep you. And then that was it. So let's see what else somebody has said. Everybody's saying congratulations and things like this. Okay, so this dude right here said, I lived under a bridge when I was in my 30s. I was I was homeless. I lived on the street for 3 years. Now I am much older and disabled, and I live in an apartment. I drive a car with no AC, but I am doing better than I was. Because you know what? He was determined. He was determined. He did what he needed to do. The main things, though, that you need to do is stay focused, okay? Stay drug and alcohol free. Try to stay out of violent situation and do not, you can say hi to these people, but don't be trying to be friends with all these weirdos that be doing the most. You know what I'm saying? And that's just on everything. And just stay focused. Rico said, um, he is a role model. Instead of giving Ukraine billions of dollars, we need to use that money to house incredible Americans like this young man, that many other homeless good families are out there. Great people that they are just great people that just need a helping hand to get on their feet. I look forward to hearing more about his success in the future because he is going to be someone important in life. And I agree. I agree. Okay, these people are silly in this comment section. Okay, the creator said that's a real man. He didn't go looking for a woman to move in on. And that's another thing, too. But the thing about it, though, if somebody is moving in with a woman because they actually like her and not trying to use it, or there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I mean, unless you want to look at it, biblically and all this other stuff. But if you are dating someone and you're homeless or whatever the case is, and you move in with them and you really do like them, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, as long as when you move in with them, you're helping, you get a job, you know what I'm saying? You get a job, you help out with things. Okay, then there's nothing wrong with that. You don't go live with her and try to freeload, don't have a job, playing computer games all damn day or on a PlayStation 5 all day or doing some other weird stuff. No, you get a job, you do what you need to do as a man, and then you do what you need to do to get so y'all can just live happily, and not be struggling. Anyway, this creator said he struggled and survived. He wasn't trying to be a burden on nobody. He did what he had to do. And a person like that, we always be blessed. Now that's a real man. Okay. Thank you, the creator. Okay. Janelle said this is an inspiring story. The time traveler said, just because you are homeless doesn't mean you are brainless. I was homeless in Oakland City for 9 years outside, and by choosing to be homeless, he chose to be homeless, I became a Moses. I'm just a fire flame. So I'm kind of proud to see my influences. Ask him, do he know Flame? Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Who is Flame? Do you guys know who Flame is or fire is? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why anybody would choose to be homeless, but this guy said he did, a time traveler, but he probably listen, if you choose to be homeless and you still have resources like money, that is not the same thing as somebody who became homeless because they lost their job and they did not choose to be homeless. It's not the same thing. I don't know why people say that. If you make a choice to be homeless, that's on you. Some people don't make choices to be homeless. They just become homeless. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. Say it so said, you should be very proud of yourself and even more thankful as the Lord so blessed and kept you. Showers of blessings to your future. That's the first time I ever heard somebody say showers of blessings. That's a nice way to say it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, Susie said, what a great, strong young man. He's handsome. Yeah, he is. And smart. Not like these other spoiled, lazy ass kids around. Y'all know I had to read a comment. That's crazy. Good luck, young man, and congratulations on your achievements. Yeah, that was funny. She was like, "What a great, strong young man. He's handsome and smart, not like these other spoiled, lazy ass kids around." That's funny as heck. She's right though. Oh, Carrie said, "Who gives a F?" I don't. Well, why you read it, Carrie? Why did you read the daggone article? Goodness. Anyway, Passion Fruit said, "I pray that you or one of your family members are in the same situation. It only takes a second to become homeless. If you didn't care, why did you comment? Or better yet, even take the time to read his story or the headline? You're just a troller with no respect." And I agree. If you don't like something, just don't read it. And if you read it by mistake, don't reply, be done with it, and just stop. Goodness. Okay. Point 032 said best move. The best move was to move out of that shithole called Texas. Hmm. I wouldn't say it's it. Well, okay. I'm just gonna do this again. It's just too hot there for me. It's too damn hot. It's too flat. It's just too hot. Okay. I don't give a crap about the lower rent and houses or the lower price. This is not. It's not it for me. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Fort Worth, Texas is not it for me. Okay. And I got family members out there. It is still not it for me. All right. But anyway, somebody, Cece said, someone create a GoFundMe for this man. Well, y'all should. Okay. So anyway, that's good that he, was able to stay focused, determined, motivated, and everything to keep himself, um, out of being homeless for a long time. Because 2 years is still a long time when you're out there, but it's not long as some people who are homeless. Okay, so let me just tell you how many homeless people. They had an earthquake. Hold on, let me check to see. I need to see this. Hold on. So they had a 5.0 earthquake in Northern California. Okay, let me see what they say. You know, I got to check this out, y'all, real quick. On Friday morning, the quake was recorded at 10:24 a.m., about 7.5 miles west-southwest of the community of Fall River Mills in Shasta County, at a depth of over 9 miles, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Damn, they be having so many earthquakes, man. They didn't have no damages or injuries. That's a good thing. And you know what? If that quake would have hit in different areas, it definitely could have done some things. What they said it was? They said it was a 5.0. Damn, y'all. So they said the system is activated when quakes are recorded that measures magnitude 4.5 and above. So I actually heard Gallic earthquake signal. I think that was 2 weeks ago, but it wasn't here where I'm at. It was in another part of Southern California, about 100 miles from me. I didn't feel it though, and I think that was the one that they had. I forgot what it was, but 5.7 or something like that. Yeah. So I did get that one, but damn. Somebody said they felt it. Hot and cold shifting. That's what somebody said. Or sifting or whatever they said. Let me see. Sifting. That's what they said. Yeah. Hopefully they don't ever have a major one out here, y'all. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be effed up. And that's on everything, you know. A lot of people. Now, I need to look at this story. I'm going to have to look at this story later. Hold on. Let me say the story real quick. Because this dude vanished. I need to look at his story later. Okay. But let me check the homelessness in the United States of America. Let me check that real quick, okay? Man, this man was trying to kidnap this old ass man. Y'all, I'm gonna come back on tomorrow probably to give y'all all these news stories. What the hell is wrong with these people? This man look like he's about 80 years old. This dude is trying to kidnap him. And I'm not joking. But I am going to they call it clipfunny.com. Why do they say that? But I'll look at it later and let you guys know about it because I don't know. These people are weird. You know what I'm saying? Doing weird stuff out here. That's why y'all better keep yourself safe and stay alert. Let me see. Homelessness in America. I know I'm spelling this wrong. It's homelessness, girl. The hell you be typing? Let me see the statistics. Let's see for 2023. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you guys what the homelessness look like here. Okay, so let's see. No, I'm not trying this crap. Okay, let's see. So they say that over 500,000 people are homeless. They said some of these people live in temporary shelters or transitional housing or sleep in a place not meant to be sleeping in, like an abandoned building. And that's probably not even all of the people because I don't see anything where they say people who are outside homeless or sleeping in their cars. So that's a lot of people. They said over 500,000, and that's only the ones they counted in temporary shelters, transitional housing, or sleeping in a place not meant to be sleeping in, like an abandoned building. So I'm guessing they haven't included the people who are out on the street or living in their cars. So that's pretty damn high. Okay. So a lot of people though, like I said, get homeless because they can't afford to pay their rent, you know, for whatever reason. Some people just don't make enough of their jobs. Some people lose their jobs. Sometimes people get illnesses where they can't work and their disability, if they have it, runs out and they just can't pay all of their bills. Even with disability, sometimes, you know, when you're not working anymore and you receive a little bit of income, sometimes it's hard to pay your rent or even your mortgage. The only thing about a mortgage though is that if you do have a mortgage, that's kind of a good thing because they have, again, just like a car, a brand new car at a regular dealership, they have many different programs that can assist you if you are a homeowner in most states. Okay. And they will help you try to keep your home, you know, and stuff. So you do have a lot of things that you can look at if you are a homeowner versus when you're a renter. Now, out here in California, though, Southern California, like in my area, like Los Angeles area, I believe, they have other programs for people who rent, okay, to help them. So, that's a lot, okay. Anyway, let's see. They said High housing costs and evictions push more people from their homes. And he also said the U.S. has seen a record increase in homeless people this year because of CV pandemic and stuff, and as it fades, because they stopped doing that rent thing, and now a lot of people don't have all that money to pay, and they end up getting evicted and become homeless. I seen a man the other day homeless. He don't even look like he should be homeless. He looked like he just got out there, because I mean he just looked like he just got out there, and I'm just actually thinking he probably did. You know, um, we don't want to know the country that has the most homeless people, but I'll let you know. The country that has the most homeless people is in Nigeria. Okay, the country. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Homeless is the worst in Denver and Colorado. And y'all thought it was here in Cali, didn't you? All right. They have the largest homeless communities. Okay, and they say they have the largest number of homeless people on the 16th Street Mall. I don't know where that's at. The U.S. city that has the highest percentage of homeless, is in Los Angeles, had the nation's largest homeless population. About 582,000 Americans are experiencing homelessness, according to 2022 Department of Housing and Urban Development data. Okay, so the other one says Denver and Colorado have the largest homeless community. So one is the largest population of homeless people, and the other one is the largest homeless community. So Denver and Colorado Springs has the largest homeless communities. Okay, and then here in Los Angeles, they have the largest homeless population. Okay, so they always break down stuff like that. So Brown Sweet says she believes that. Because I ain't never been there. Oh, okay. Okay, so Colorado Springs, especially a drug abuse. Okay, see, I ain't never been there. And the U.S. city that has the least homeless people there's 10 of them. So Atlanta. So they said the 10 metros with the lowest homeless rates per 100,000 residents are Atlanta with 32.8%, Pittsburgh with 37.4%, Chicago with 40.7%, Houston with 43.3%, Cincinnati 47.8%, Detroit 51, Richmond 52.6, Milwaukee 53.1. Let's see if they got any more on there. Okay, so let's see what else they got on here. Hold on. And then they got Charlotte at 65.2 and Buffalo at 73.6. So Atlanta is number one with the lowest amount of homeless people, y'all. Then Pittsburgh, Chicago, Houston, Cincinnati. This is according to this site called Urbanize Atlanta, citywide. Atlanta has the lowest homeless rate among American metro places, okay? And this was just done July 12, 2023 at 2:19 p.m. Okay, let's see. So they said that the homeless rates have been climbing, y'all, nationally by 6% every year since 2017. The increase in the number of people without a place to live comes amid soaring housing costs and rising prices for essentials like food and transportation. Okay, and food is a lot. And those car notes are a lot too, but I guess they talk about public transportation as well as a car, because gas is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I fill up my car every 2 days, but mind you, I never let it get under half of a tank. It's better if you can to keep your car at half of a tank and then fill it up. Also, in emergency situation, if you have half of a tank, you can get out of somewhere with that. You know what I'm saying? Versus driving your car around, going home with it on empty. Always keep your car at half of a tank. It's easier to keep it filled in. And then plus if an emergency situation happens, you got gas to get somewhere. Okay? Okay, I don't need to know that. So they said that Oakland and Los Angeles both have higher rates of homelessness than San Francisco. Okay? So damn. So Oakland and Los Angeles homeless rate is higher than the one in San Francisco. And let me just let y'all know, the country with the highest rate of homelessness worldwide is Syria. Okay. They say with 37.5% of their population living without a proper home. But however, Nigeria has the highest number of homeless people with 24,400,000 citizens without proper living quarters. Because again, even if you're home, if you're in a home, if you don't have the right type of things in your home and it's not a place where you can need to live, you're still like you're homeless. Okay. And that's on everything. Okay. Let's see. So they said, somebody asked, is California number one in homelessness? They said between 2020 and 2022, the number of people experiencing homelessness in the nation grew by 1%, less than 1%. But it did say California has more than double the number of homeless people of the next state on the list, which is New York City. California was home to an estimated 39 million as of 2022, according to CBD, Census Bureau data. All right. So again, it's just a lot of people are here homeless, and but again, if you are ever in that position, I still say you need to try to stay drug free, alcohol free. Find out about all your resources, and get whatever you need to get done, so you can try to get up out of that situation and stay away from people who are crazy and be partaking in criminal activities and all this other type of stuff. I think that's why some homeless people come out here because they be trying to get away from all that foolishness. And this is why some homeless people go out by their own self. Like you'll be in the city, you'll see one random person over there. I know why they do that because they don't want to be in the communities where the homeless people are because a lot of shit goes on in those communities. It may be more people can relate to you, but in the long run, it may not be safer. So I see why some of them, go off and go somewhere far away so they won't be in the same place with some of these in these homeless camps because you hear horror stories sometimes. You hear about women getting sexually assaulted, people getting robbed, beat up, killed, all types of stuff. So that's why some people do go off on their own and stuff, and do what they need to do when they're homeless and stuff. But overall, like I said, Jeffrey, it's a lot of other people like Jeffrey who got themselves off of the street. So if you are in a situation where you are homeless, for me, I would say, I mean, it may seem like it's the end of the world, but it really isn't. You just need to stay focused, stay away from drugs, alcohol, these people who like to be violent, doing criminal activities, so you can get a record. Because if you get a record, it's going to be harder for you to get a job. In some places, if you don't have a resident, you can't get a job either. So maybe if you got a family member or something like that, that you can use their address and pretend like you live there, even if they don't want you to live there, maybe that's something you may think about doing so you can get employed. But mostly and more importantly, you need to stay drug and alcohol free and criminal activity free. Okay? Because if you're already homeless, you don't need other things to prevent people from hiring you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. And hopefully, you can get in a position where you can get up off the street and check out resources. Because you hear people saying ain't no resources out there, but it is. You have to check. You can't give up. You really just can't. Okay. Oh, but anyway, I do wish Jeffrey many more blessings. Okay. And hopefully he does do what he said he wants to do regarding college and things like that and become that lawyer and, keep his job and keep on striving upward. And I also give all my prayers out to all the homeless people out there. And hopefully, some of them get the same motivation, the same blessing, the same I don't believe in luck, so I'm just going to say it's the same blessings that Jeffrey got to get up off those streets and stuff. But if you are on the streets or living in your car, try to just, still try to maintain being somewhat positive as you can be. Still put a smile on your face, okay? Because a positive mindset can motivate you better than a negative one. You know what I'm saying? Just try to make the best of your situation and stuff at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? And again, I wish my blessings. My blessings are extended out to all these homeless people, even if they like in situations in their own home. And especially if you're in your home and you don't have money to pay for utilities or money to get food, there are so many different resources out here that you can use besides going to a food bank and get that old expired food. But if you have to go there, you go there and just, get the food and look at the dates and go from there. You know what to do. Just visit many of them. You can get a whole bunch of groceries. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the dates and stuff, and you know what to do after that. But also check out all the resources like Salvation Army. I don't personally like them, but Salvation Army and 211, which is United Way, I guess. And just call your utility companies because they have programs in place to assist you with a delinquent utility bill. Now, as far as cable, no, but they do have like a service where if you get food stamps or if you're low income or whatever the case is, or get Medicaid or whatever, you can get the service where they will apply. I don't know if they still do, but I think they are, because I know my cable service thing, they sent me a notice saying something like that, where they will, you can do sometimes, it's like a grant, right? And you can apply for it and they will pay for your cable. Okay. But I don't know how that works. I know they pay for your cable and stuff every month. It may not be as fast. I don't know for sure, but you need to check it out with your cable company. And then certainly with the utility bills, you can call them up and ask them, do they have the AMP program or whatever other program that they may have there where they can assist you with your utility bills or even pay it all off as long as you pay your new bills on time. You can do that. And then as far as rent, if you can't pay your rent, they do have agencies that can assist you with that. They have churches too, but some of those churches be full of crap. You got to be a member. You have to tithe, which is crazy. But some of them don't require you to do that, like the Catholic charities don't. But it's kind of hard to get those because they always be out of funds. But you can try. You know what I'm saying? You can really try and stuff. And what else? They just got a lot of different agencies, y'all. A lot. And like if you have a car and it's brand new, you can talk to and it's behind before it get 3 months behind. Okay, you can talk to your finance company and see if they have any programs that can put your late payments at the end and let you start with the current payments, or if they have any other programs that can assist you so you won't lose your car. And I don't know about pay here, buy here places, but it can never hurt to talk to those people and see what they can do so you won't lose your car. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, if you get in a position where they have to repo it or they put the order in, it's going to be way more to keep it. So catch the problem before it get there. And that's on everything. What else? And as far as medical situations, even if you're not eligible for Medicaid or whatever the case is, in your state or city, they should have programs at different clinics where they can go by your income, or like once a year. I know Cali does it, Texas does it too, in ATL. Once a year, you can go apply for this assistance where if you don't have medical insurance, they will give you, especially if you have kids, they will give you like a card or something that you can go get your kids a physical, eyes examined, glasses, dental checkup, cleaning, x-ray, even if they have to do something to their teeth. And then they have the visits for you too to get you a checkup and what is that called? A pap smear, mammogram, and all of that. It's all about checking out these resources, okay? Knowledge is power, knowledge is the key. If you don't utilize these things, this is why you will be in a situation that you don't want to be in. Okay, so other than that, guys, I'm going to tell you one news break story, then I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got 2 minutes. And then I may come back either tomorrow or either Sunday and go over the rest with you guys. Let's see which one I'll tell you guys. I'm going to go over this story separate because, damn, that's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about the Cash App since y'all like to use Cash App. I'll give you that news, okay? So anyway, it is official that Cash App outage did happen. It disrupted thousands of users, and the company is investigating the system failure, okay? I'm not going to go into all this stuff. These people go into a whole book. So anyway, a recent Cash App outage has left thousands of users in the lurch, highlighting the vulnerability of relying on digital financial services. As of now, Cash App official status site is indicating a system outage, and the company is diligently investigating the issue. Users are urged to remain patient and avoid logging out of their accounts while the situation is resolved. All right. Anyway, we already know that Cash App is a popular peer-to-peer payment platform, and it has gained immense popularity in recent years. It offers its user a simple and convenient way to send and receive money, to make purchases and invest in stocks and buy Bitcoin. However, on September the 7th at 12:15, the service experienced a widespread outage that left many users frustrated and unable to access their accounts or perform transactions. To keep users informed about the ongoing situation, Cash App maintains a dedicated status site that provides real-time updates on system status in any ongoing issues. As of the time of this writing, the status site is displaying a system outage notice, confirming that the company is aware of the problem and actively working to resolve it. The notice on Cash App status site reads, "We are currently experiencing a system outage that is affecting a significant number of our users. Our technical team is actively investigating the issue and working tirelessly to restore normal services. We understand the inconveniences this is causing and appreciate your patience during this time. Please do not log out of your accounts, as this may further delay the resolution process. We will provide updates as soon as we have more information." Okay, so that's what they're telling you to do. If you have a Cash app and you're using it, do not do what some of these YouTubers are telling you to do. Do not log out of it. Okay, just leave it alone. I used Cash App the other day, and it did experience a short delay, and I did see that message. However, within a couple of hours, they did have my money into my account, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, reports on social media platforms such as Twitter have been flooded, or X have flooded with frustrated users sharing their experiences and seeking answers from Cash App support team. The inability to access funds or make necessary payments has caused a lot of stress for those affected, especially those who depend on Cash App for their day-to-day financial activities, which I don't know why anybody would depend on Cash App for that. I guess if you don't have a bank account or can't get one, that's why you use Cash App like that, because I don't. The only thing I use Cash App for, if somebody send me some money using Cash App, that's it. I don't really try to pay anything with Cash App. I did maybe one or two times. Other than that, I just usually transfer the money over to another account, one that I don't usually use that much. I do remember when I used my Cash App card to get gas one time, I did not like that experience, because what they did is that they held like way over the amount, like over $100. But they did give it right back, because I contact Cash App and they gave it right back to me, because I'm like, damn, I'm not getting $100 worth of gas. Okay, I only got $40 worth of gas. So where's my other 60? And they gave it right back to me. So that's why I don't use my Cash App card at a gas station, because they do that. With some credit cards, they do the same thing. But anyway, they are working on the problem, y'all. They're trying to figure out what happened. So I just probably would just not basically be messing with it. Hopefully you don't have no money there, but I would just basically, leave it alone for right now. Because, that's why I don't like to leave all of my money in the bank, because you never know what may happen. I try to tell my kids this, they don't listen. You just cannot leave everything in the bank. Okay. And then some creditor had a nerve to tell me I take out too many damn withdrawals. I'm like, BITCH, I'm not going to leave all my money in your bank account. Bank account so y'all can take it. That's why I don't leave my money on Uber. Somebody asked me about that. Say, I get paid every day. I said, I also get paid every 2 weeks too. And I was like, that's what you can look at, the every 2 weeks things, because I don't leave my money on no Uber, and then something happened or somebody go into and hack the system. They got all my money. Or you think I'm stupid? No, I cash out every single day. I'm not gonna let Uber keep my money on no daggone in their accounts or something happen. They can go out of business or some shit, and you would never get the money you work for. You're crazy. Please, I can leave it right in my account, and I'm taking a chance doing that. But at least the bank account is federally, what's the name, protected or whatever the case is. But that damn Cash App shit and that damn Uber shit, man, you may never see your money if something happened. So no, I don't leave my money in the bank like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what may happen. And just never know, y'all. You just never know. So if you do have Cash App and you have some real money in there, if you can, I would suggest that you probably get it out of there and just, basically use Cash App for what you need to use it for. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely not going to be paying no bills with Cash App. But because they do have other things that you can do if you can't get a bank account, and they do have other accounts that you may be able to get easier, like Chime, What's the other one? Chime. I can't remember. Vine or something like that. Blue Vine or something. And a lot of different accounts you can do. You can even do. Um, so you got Chime, you got Blue Vine, Credit Karma. I think that's Credit Karma. Yeah, because I got a Credit Karma. Um, is that what that's called? Credit Karma. Yeah, I have a Credit Karma account as well. Okay, because I did that for my taxes because I didn't want my taxes going to my regular Bank of America account, so I did it through them and stuff. Just like I have a Chime that I never use, but I keep it, because you just never know. My daughter uses Chime, so I just did it so if she sent me money, she could be able to send it. And it's just good to have different resources that you can do stuff with anyway. And then I got my regular bank account, which is Bank of America. I got like maybe four accounts with them and stuff. So that's what you do, you know, because it's easy, for some people to get into Cash App. So that's another reason why I don't deal with them like that. If they just send me a large amount of money, I hurry up and get it off my Cash App. I'll be playing on it, y'all, or anybody else. I get that money off of there. Okay, so that is the news for Cash App. They do know about their um, situation. They are trying to investigate it to see what's going on, and they are working on solving the problem. And this was just posted about an hour ago now. And this is according to newsbreak.com, technology site, where it says Cash App outage disrupts thousands of users, company investigates system failure. All right. So, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody who came in listening to this live today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you see a homeless person out there, y'all, don't be always thinking crazy thoughts about them, okay? Help some of these people out if you can. You know what I'm saying? Help them out. That little bitty 5, 10, 15, $20 can go a long way, especially when you start giving out like $20 and things like that. That definitely can buy them 2 meals. You know what I'm saying? Just try to help sometime and try to understand that everybody who is homeless is not on drugs, alcoholic, or a criminal or crazy as hell. Some people are actually good people who just got into a situation that, they're homeless now. And that's on everything. But do watch out for those people who be doing cons. They be standing out there with those signs. It'd be like 50,000 of them saying the same thing on each side. Their asses are not homeless. Okay, it's a network of them. I'm talking about they got 50,000 kids. They need you to donate. They usually play music. Those people are a lot of con artists. Okay, just like this one particular dude that I know that be out there. He's a con artist. I don't even believe he's homeless. I think he just like to go out and ask for money, and that's on everything. I really do. Let me go ahead and do a roll call. Thank you to Brown Street for coming in, showing support, girl. Y'all check her out. She has a really good channel, decor, um, her vlog idea in her life and things like that. Check out her channel. It's a really good channel, y'all. All right. Thank you to everybody that's in the bushes. Thank you. I appreciate you guys too. And everybody who watches us in the replay. Y'all don't forget to Y'all know I always have to go to the daggone thing. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content today. Also hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming video, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all subscribe to the channel and definitely do this. A lot of y'all be watching this video, you got the thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, okay? And thank you so much. Thank you in advance for doing that as well. And if you're not subscribed and you like the content that I give out, subscribe because, I give out a lot of good information. Again, like I said, I'm going to try to come back on Saturday or either Sunday because I definitely want to tell you about this missing dude who was out getting gas or something and he vanished and stuff. And then about this shopping mall, shocking kidnapping. No, actually, these people are a liar. Wait, let me see what they're saying real quick. Hold on. Well, I'm going to tell you about this tomorrow. Yeah, or Sunday. Yeah, because this man was actually helping this older guy. I guess somebody was trying to do something to him. And I'm going to tell you about those stories tomorrow or either Sunday, okay? As well as any additional updated news, like from the lady with the brick and any other story that I cover that I need to tell you guys about, okay? All right. Other than that, guys, don't forget, if you want to show support to this channel, I always forget to do this, y'all. You can show it by doing a Cash App to $ShadesTube. All of these donation goes to make this channel better. That's on everything. Thanks again to Brown Sweet for her donation as well. All right. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, the Sunday. You guys have a great remaining day. Happy and blessed Friday to you. Happy and blessed weekend, guys. Don't forget, stay positive, help somebody who need it. Stay focused, dedicated, and be happy. All right. And take care of yourself. All right. Until the next video, I'll see you in my next video. Also, I'm going to put up that walkthrough. Check that out. Okay. I'm going to put it up today. And then Saturday, I have a Dollar Tree haul. Check that out as well, guys. Okay. And I'm going to put up a new short, maybe 2 of those. So check those out and like those as well. In a TikTok. Check me out on TikTok at Shades Too. All right. And if you want to see me do different dances, go further down TikTok. I don't just do those African dances that I be doing. Y'all didn't know that's what I be doing. I mean, I don't do it all the way. I don't do it like them either, but I be doing that. I'm not just, I be actually kind of whining and stuff like that. That's what I be doing, in case y'all want to know. Okay. But anyway, y'all take care. I was going to tell y'all a funny story, but I don't remember what it was. But maybe I'll tell you tomorrow or Sunday. Until then, peace out, y'all. And this is Shades Too. I'm out. Peace, y'all. See y'all in the next video, okay? Peace out.